Hello there, and welcome to the AstroSleep channel. I am so glad you have found your way here tonight. Whether you have had a long day full of noise and movement, or if you are simply the kind of person who finds comfort in the quiet mysteries of the cosmos, know that you have arrived at the perfect place. This is a sanctuary for your mind, a quiet corner of the universe, where the only requirement is that you let go. Tonight, we are not here to learn facts for a test or to challenge your understanding of reality with harsh truths. We are here to let the vastness of existence hold us. We are here to drift through the immeasurable scales of space and time, not to feel overwhelmed, but to feel safely held by something much larger than ourselves. Before we begin our journey into the deep and ancient dark, I invite you to make yourself completely comfortable. Adjust your pillows and your blankets until you feel warm and supported. Let the bed beneath you rise up to meet your weight. There is nowhere else you need to be right now. There are no emails to answer, no conversations to finish, and no problems to solve. All of those things belong to the waking world, and you have safely left that world behind for a little while. Here, in this soft and shadowed space, you are free. Take a moment now to bring your attention to your breathing. You do not need to change it or force it into a rhythm that feels unnatural. Simply observe the gentle rise and fall of your chest, like the slow tide of a calm ocean. With every breath in, imagine you are drawing in the cool, quiet stillness of the night sky, and with every breath out, imagine you are releasing the heaviness of the day, letting it dissolve into the air around you like mist fading in the morning sun. Feel the muscles in your face soften. Let your jaw unclench, and your tongue rest gently on the floor of your mouth. Allow the small muscles around your eyes to smooth out, as if a gentle hand is brushing away the lines of concentration. Let this wave of relaxation flow down through your neck and into your shoulders. We often carry so much weight on our shoulders, holding them up as if we are trying to support the sky itself. But tonight, you can put that burden down. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears, sinking deeper into the mattress. Feel the relaxation travel down your arms, past your elbows, all the way to your wrists and fingertips. Your hands are open and soft, holding on to nothing. Let your chest and your stomach rise and fall with that easy, rhythmic breath. Allow your hips to settle, feeling heavy and grounded. Let the soothing sensation flow down through your legs, past your knees and ankles, all the way to the soles of your feet. Your entire body is now heavy, warm, and deeply at rest. You are a part of the stillness. You are as peaceful as a stone resting at the bottom of a clear, quiet lake. Tonight, we are going to explore a question that humans have asked since the very first time we looked up at the scattered diamonds of the night sky. We are going to wonder about the size of the universe. In the waking world, the sheer scale of the cosmos can sometimes feel dizzying or impossible to grasp. We hear numbers that are too large to hold in our minds, and distances that defy our imagination. But here, in the safety of sleep, those vast distances are not barriers. They are invitations. We will drift from the familiar comfort of our own home planet, out past the moon and the sun, beyond the edges of our solar system, and into the deep, velvet expanse of the galaxy and beyond. We will float through a universe that is so wide and so ancient that time itself seems to slow down to a standstill. We will see that we are not insignificant specks lost in the dark, but rather that we are an intimate part of a grand glowing tapestry that stretches on forever. We are made of the same stardust that shines in the most distant galaxies, and the rhythm of the universe beats within our own chests. If these calm and curious explorations help you unwind and find a place of rest, I invite you to like or subscribe to this channel. It helps other sleepy souls find their way here too, creating a community of dreamers drifting together through the stars. And now, there is nothing left for you to do but rest. Let your mind relax, your breathing slow, and your body become light, as if gravity has eased its hold on you. The stars are waiting. The silence is welcoming. Let us begin our drift into the infinite. We begin our journey in the place you know best, right here in the quiet sanctuary of your own room. Let your mind gently wander beyond the four walls that surround you and out into the world that is slowly drifting towards sleep. Picture your hometown or the city where you currently reside. In the waking hours of the day, this place can feel so incredibly large and substantial, filled with the bustling energy of thousands of people and streets that stretch for miles in every direction. It feels solid and permanent, a vast landscape of buildings and lights that seems to encompass your entire reality. But as the night deepens, we can feel the rhythm of this city slowing down, its pulse growing faint and calm as the lights in the windows blink out one by one, surrendering to the hush of the dark. Now, let us gently lift away from the ground, lighter than a feather caught in a warm-up draft. We rise slowly above the rooftops, above the sleeping trees, and above the quiet streets that weave through the land like faint silver threads. As we drift upward, the city that felt so immense just a moment ago begins to shrink, its borders pulling in, its noise fading into a perfect silence. We climb higher still, passing through the thin veil of clouds that cradle the land, until the entire country below us is revealed as a mere patchwork of textures and shadows, surrounded by the vast, breathing oceans. From this height, there are no borders and no barriers, only the peaceful continuity of the land meeting the sea. We continue our ascent, moving with a grace that defies gravity, drifting further out into the welcoming embrace of the cosmos. And now, as we look back, the Earth itself transforms before our eyes. The planet that houses every memory you have ever made, every person you have ever known, and every history that has ever been written shrinks down to the size of a delicate blue marble. It hangs there, suspended in the void, glowing softly with the reflected light of the sun, a jewel of life protected by the thin, fragile shell of its atmosphere. In this moment of quiet observation, your hometown has vanished completely from view, becoming too small to be seen by even the sharpest eye. It is no longer even a pixel in the grand image of reality. There is a profound peace in this distance. When we see our world from such a vantage point, the heavy concerns of our daily lives seem to dissolve, for they belong to a microscopic world that we have momentarily left behind. We are now travelers in the silent ocean of space, where the only sound is the steady rhythm of our own calm breathing. We are free to drift untethered and weightless, watching the slow, majestic rotation of our home as it turns continuously in the dark. As we turn our gaze outward, away from the Earth, we find ourselves floating in the vast neighborhood of our solar system. In our textbooks and our imaginations, we often picture this place as crowded, with planets and moons and asteroids jostling for space near a blazing sun. We imagine it as a busy room filled with furniture, where one could easily step from one world to the next. But the true nature of our cosmic home is far more spacious, far more quiet, and far more serene than we usually conceive. To understand the true tranquility of this place, we must reshape our understanding of scale. Imagine for a moment that the sun, that colossal ball of fire that warms our days, has been shrunk down to the size of a simple basketball, sitting quietly in the absolute center of a vast, empty football field. In this peaceful visualization, the sun is no longer a blinding inferno, but a gentle, glowing sphere, a warm hearth resting in the middle of a dark meadow. We might expect the Earth to be close by, perhaps a tennis ball resting just a few feet away. But the reality of the cosmos is a reality of immense, breathable space. In this model, our Earth is not a tennis ball, nor even a marble. It is a tiny grain of sand, a single, microscopic speck of dust. And it is not sitting right next to the basketball. To find this grain of sand, you would have to walk 25 yards away from the center of the field, stepping slowly through the quiet grass. There, floating alone in the stillness, is that tiny speck. That is our world. That is the entire stage upon which the drama of human existence has played out, reduced to a singular point of fragility and beauty. Between the basketball that is the sun and the grain of sand that is the earth, there is nothing but silence. There is no air, no wind, no noise. There is only a vast stretch of calm emptiness, a gap that allows each celestial body to exist in its own private solitude. And as we look further out, the sense of space only deepens. If we were to travel to the very edge of our solar system in this model, we would not just walk to the end of the field. We would have to walk for 4 miles. Imagine walking for 4 miles through a landscape that is mostly empty, with only a few tiny specks of dust scattered here and there to represent the other planets. This is our entire cosmic neighborhood. It is a place defined not by the objects within it, but by the immense comforting distances between them. It is 4 miles of mostly empty space, a kingdom of quietude where gravity acts as a gentle, invisible hand, guiding the planets in their long, slow orbits. Every human being who has ever lived, every king and peasant, every poet and scientist, has spent their entire existence on that one tiny grain of sand, floating in this immense cathedral of silence. There is a feeling of safety in this isolation. We are not crowded. We are not pressed for space. We are surrounded by a protective buffer of nothingness, a vast moat of peace that separates us from the fiery chaos of the rest of the universe. The emptiness is not a void to be feared, but a blanket to be wrapped in. It is a stillness so deep and so old that it predates life itself. As we drift through this model, floating past the grain of sand that is Earth, and moving toward the outer reaches of this 4-mile stretch, we begin to feel the true scale of our solitude. Looking back from the edge of the solar system, or perhaps from the vantage point of the nearest star, our home would be invisible. The grain of sand would be lost in the darkness, too small to reflect enough light to be seen. We would see only the sun, appearing now as just another bright star in the distance. No longer a basketball, but a flickering point of light, indistinguishable from the billions of others. We are drifting now in the deep, calm waters of interstellar space. The sun is behind us, casting a long, faint shadow, and the nearest neighbor is unimaginable distances away. We have entered a realm where time seems to lose its meaning. Here, events do not happen in seconds or minutes or hours. They unfold over millions of years in a slow, graceful dance that has no beginning and no end. The silence here is absolute. It is a silence that cleanses the mind, washing away the chatter of thoughts and the noise of the day. In this space, you are simply an observer, a consciousness floating free from the constraints of the physical body. You are weightless, timeless, and completely at peace. The vastness does not crush you. It holds you. It supports you like the deep ocean supports a drifting swimmer. There are mysteries here, hidden in the dark. There are comets that drift like silent ghosts, frozen remnants of the solar system's birth, waiting for their moment to wake. and journey toward the warmth. There are particles of dust that have traveled for eons, carrying the chemical history of the galaxy on their microscopic backs. But mostly, there is just the dark. A rich, velvet dark that feels soft against the skin of your mind. This darkness is not empty. It is filled with potential. It is the canvas upon which the light of the stars is painted. Without this vast ocean of dark, we would never be able to see the brilliance of the light. They exist together, the silence and the song, the shadow and the shine, in a perfect, eternal balance. As we float here, suspended between the grain of sand that is our home and the infinite expanse that lies ahead, we can feel a deep sense of gratitude for our tiny island. It is small, yes, it is fragile, but it is also a miracle. In all this vast emptiness, in all these miles of silence, there is one tiny speck where life breathes, where oceans tide, and where consciousness dreams. And you are a part of that miracle. You are a child of that grain of sand, held safely in the palm of the universe. The solar system, with its wide open spaces and its slow rhythmic orbits, is like a cosmic mobile hanging above a crib, turning gently in the night to lull us to sleep. The planets do not rush. They do not hurry. They move with a patience that we can only dream of, completing their journeys around the sun with a steadfast dedication that has lasted for billions of years. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, names we have given to these silent wanderers, ancient siblings drifting together through the dark. We can feel the gravity that binds them, not as a force of heaviness, but as a connection. It is the invisible thread that keeps the family together, ensuring that no one drifts too far into the lonely night. It is a gentle pull, a constant reminder that even in the vastness of space, there is order, there is structure, there is a place for everything, and everything is in its place. And now, as we prepare to leave the familiar warmth of our local neighborhood and venture further into the deep, we take one last look at that distant point of light that is our sun. It is a beacon of stability in a changing universe. It will be there when we wake. It will continue to shine, continue to hold its family of planets, continue to warm the grain of sand where we rest our heads. We can leave it behind for now, knowing that it is guarding our sleep, a silent sentinel in the dark. We turn our gaze outward, toward the true deep. The stars are waiting. The galaxy is opening its arms. The distances we are about to cross are beyond comprehension, but we will cross them with the ease of a dream. We are drifting away from the shore, heading out into the open sea of the Milky Way, ready to be carried by the currents of stardust and time. We are now drifting in the deep, open waters between the stars. The sun, which was once our blazing companion and the center of our entire world, has receded into the distance until it is nothing more than a bright point of light. It looks no different from the thousands of other stars that sprinkle the velvet canvas around us. We have left the harbor of our solar system, and we are now true voyagers of the cosmic ocean. The space here is different. It is deeper, quieter, and more still than anything we can experience on Earth. There is no wind to rustle the leaves, for there are no trees. There are no waves to crash against the shore, for there is no land. There is only the pure, unblemished vacuum, a medium so perfect and so clear that light can travel through it forever, without ever growing old. We turn our gaze forward, looking toward our destination. We are searching for our nearest neighbor, the closest star system to our own. In the language of astronomy, we call it Alpha Centauri, a shimmering name for a silent companion. But even though it is our neighbor, The distance that separates us is so vast that it defies our normal understanding of space. In our daily lives, a neighbor is someone who lives just across the street or down the hall. We can wave to them. We can walk to their door in a few seconds. But in the cosmos, neighbors are separated by chasms of silence that are almost impossible to bridge. This nearest star is roughly 24 trillion miles away. 24 trillion. It is a number that sounds like a lullaby when spoken softly. A sequence of sounds that implies an endless, rolling journey. It is not a distance to be conquered or rushed. It is a distance to be respected. It represents a kingdom of empty space, so large that it protects each star system in a bubble of absolute solitude. To understand this distance, we must look to light itself. Light is the fastest traveler in the universe, a messenger that moves with a speed that seems instant to our human eyes. When you turn on a lamp, the room is illuminated before you can even blink. But out here, in the vastness of the galaxy, even light must take its time. Even light must be patient. A beam of light leaving our sun, traveling at incredible speeds, moving faster than thought, takes over 4 years to reach our nearest neighbor. Imagine that journey. For 4 long years, that beam of light travels through the dark, passing nothing, touching nothing, seeing nothing but the endless stretch of the void. It travels through the silence of winter, the bloom of spring, the heat of summer, and the fall of autumn. While life on Earth shifts and changes, while children grow and seasons turn, that single beam of light is still traveling, still drifting across the Great Divide, carrying the image of our sun to a distant shore. This measure of distance, the light year, is not just a ruler. It is a measure of time. It tells us that when we look at the stars, we are not seeing them as they are now. We are seeing them as they were in the past. We are looking back into history. The light from our nearest neighbor is 4 years old by the time it reaches our eyes. We are always watching a memory, a ghost of light that has traveled across the ocean of time to greet us. But let us slow down even more. Let us step away from the speed of light, which is far too fast for a mind that wishes to rest. Let us imagine a journey that is more human, more grounded, and more soothing in its slowness. Imagine for a moment that there is a highway stretching out from Earth. It is a smooth, wide road paved with stardust, unrolling like a dark ribbon into the cosmos. And imagine that you could get into a car, a comfortable, quiet vehicle with soft seats and a steady engine, and simply drive toward that nearest star. You are driving at a steady highway speed, perhaps 60 or 70 miles per hour. The hum of the tires on the road is a low, hypnotic drone. The dashboard lights cast a warm, gentle glow on your hands as they rest lightly on the wheel. You are safe. You are moving. And you have nowhere else to be. If you were to drive to our nearest stellar neighbor at this peaceful, steady pace, it would not take you days. It would not take you years. It would take you more than 30 million years to arrive. 30 million years. Let that length of time settle over you like a heavy, warm blanket. 30 million years of driving through the quiet night. 30 million years of watching the stars slowly drift past the windows. This is a span of time longer than human beings have walked the earth. It is a span of time that saw the rise and fall of ancient species, the movement of continents, the carving of canyons by slow-moving rivers. And yet, in this visualization, you have all that time. You are not in a hurry. The journey itself is the destination. Imagine the profound peace of a road trip that never ends. There is no traffic. There are no turns to navigate. There is only the straight, smooth path, leading you toward a point of light that grows brighter with every passing millennium. You can watch the galaxies slowly rotate in the distance through your windshield. You can see nebulae unfurl like blooming flowers in slow motion. You have millions of years to simply think, to breathe, to be. The urgency of the waking world dissolves completely in the face of such a timeline. What is a deadline? What is a worry? What is a moment of stress when compared to a journey of 30 million years? They are less than dust. They are gone before you can even notice them. As we drift along this imaginary highway, we can feel the true scale of the isolation between the stars. It is a protective isolation. It means that we are tucked away in our own private corner of the universe, safe from the turbulent events that might happen elsewhere. We are an island in a vast, calm sea, and the nearest other island is a lifetime of lifetimes away. And finally, after our long, peaceful drift, we begin to approach the Alpha Centauri system. As we draw closer, we see that it is not just one star, but a family of stars. There is a pair of bright, sun-like stars locked in a gravitational embrace, dancing a slow, eternal waltz around each other. They circle and spin, caught in a balance that has lasted for eons. And drifting further out, watching them from a distance, is a third, smaller star, a red dwarf glowing with a dim ruby light. This is the system we have traveled so far to see. It is a place of alien beauty, bathed in the light of two suns. Imagine standing on a planet in this system, looking up at a sky with two shadows, feeling the warmth of a double dawn. But even here, looking back toward home, our own sun is just another star, a bright speck lost in the constellation of Cassiopeia. We have become the foreigners. We have become the travelers. The emptiness we crossed to get here is not barren. It is the canvas that holds the stars apart. It is the silence that allows the music of the spheres to be heard. Without the vast distances, the stars would crash and burn. Without the empty space, there would be no order. The separation is what allows each star to shine, to have its own domain, its own planets, its own story. And we realize, as we float in the red glow of the nearest star, that this is just the very first step. We have dipped our toes into the cosmic ocean, but we have not yet swum in its depths. We have traveled to the house next door, but there is an entire city, an entire world lying beyond. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains not just one neighbor, but hundreds of billions of stars. Between 200 and 400 billion suns, each one separated by these same vast, unfathomable distances, each one an island of fire and light, floating in the dark. If we were to visit each one, spending just a single moment at each star, the universe would end long before we finished our tour. We are small, but our journey is vast. We are drifting through a cathedral of light and shadow, and the walls are painted with the history of creation. The Milky Way is our home, a spiraling city of light that is 100,000 light years across. If 30 million years seemed like a long time to drive to the nearest star, imagine the time it would take to cross the entire galaxy. But we do not need to calculate it. We do not need to worry about the numbers. We only need to feel the feeling of it. The feeling of endlessness. The feeling of a space so wide that you can never touch the walls. The feeling of a night so deep that you can sleep forever within it. So let us leave our nearest neighbor now. Let us bid farewell to the red glow of Proxima and the dancing twins of Alpha Centauri. We turn our gaze toward the dense, glowing band of light that stretches across the sky, the backbone of our galaxy. We are going to drift deeper. We are going to float into the heart of the spiral, we are going to explore the river of stars that flows through the night, a river that has been flowing since before the Earth was born. You are weightless. You are calm. You are a traveler of light, moving effortlessly through the dark. The universe is not pressing down on you. It is lifting you up. It is carrying you. Drift with it. Float with it. Let the distance become a lullaby. We leave the local neighborhood of stars behind us now, drifting upward and outward, ascending until the individual suns begin to blur together. As we pull back, the scattered points of light that filled our sky begin to organize themselves. They coalesce, drawing closer to one another, merging into streams, into rivers, into vast glowing bands of luminosity. We are no longer looking at single lanterns in the dark. We are looking at the grand design of our home. We are gazing upon the Milky Way. From this high vantage point, suspended in the intergalactic silence, we can see it in its entirety. It is a spiral, a magnificent pinwheel of light, slowly turning in the void. It is composed of dust, gas, dark matter, and stars. So many stars that counting them would take longer than the age of the universe itself. Astronomers tell us there are between 200 and 400 billion stars in this single galaxy. 400 billion. The number is not sharp or jagged. It is smooth and round, vast enough to lose yourself in. Imagine for a moment that each of those stars is a grain of sand. If you were to cup your hands and fill them with shimmering, glowing sand, you would hold a mere fraction of a galaxy. To hold the Milky Way, you would need beaches that stretch for miles, dunes of light rolling endlessly into the distance. And yet, here it is, floating effortlessly in the emptiness, a structure of immense weight and power that appears as delicate as a swirl of cream in a cup of dark coffee. We are drifting through the spiral arms now, the great curved limbs of the galaxy. These arms are not solid. They are waves of density, regions where gravity has gently pulled the gas and dust together until it ignites. We call these places stellar nurseries. They are the wombs of the cosmos, quiet, hidden cradles tucked within curtains of shadow. Inside these vast clouds of molecular gas, new stars are being born right now. They ignite in silence, opening their eyes for the first time, adding their small, brave light to the collective glow of the galaxy. There is a rhythm to this structure, a slow, deliberate pacing that governs everything. The galaxy is not static. It is moving. It is turning. But the rotation is so slow, so majestic, that to a human eye it appears perfectly still. Our own sun and the Earth along with it is drifting along one of these spiral arms, traveling at incredible speeds, and yet the journey around the galactic center takes so long that we can scarcely comprehend it. It takes 230 million years for our solar system to complete just one single orbit around the Milky Way. This is the galactic year. The last time Earth was in this exact position in the galaxy, dinosaurs were just beginning to rise. The continents on our planet were shaped differently, huddled together in a single landmass. Flowers had not yet evolved. Since then, mountains have risen and worn away. Oceans have opened and closed, and countless species have come and gone. All of that history, all of that drama and life happened in the span of just one single tick of the galactic clock. There is a deep comfort in this slowness. It reminds us that there is no rush. The universe operates on a timescale of immense patience. We are passengers on a great turning carousel, riding a beam of sunlight through the ages, circling the heart of our home with a steady, unshakable momentum. We can relax into this motion, we can trust the path. The galaxy has held us for billions of years, and it will hold us for billions more. Let us turn our attention to the sheer size of this home. The Milky Way is about 100,000 light-years across. We have already felt the weight of 4 light-years, the 30-million-year drive to our nearest neighbor. But 100,000 light-years creates a scale of distance that transforms space into time. If you were to stand at one edge of the galaxy, on the fringes of the outer spiral arms where the stars are sparse and lonely, and you decided to send a message to a friend on the opposite side, that message would travel at the speed of light. It would race through the vacuum, passing billions of worlds, crossing nebulae and star clusters. But the journey is so long that by the time your message arrived, 100,000 years would have passed. Civilizations would have risen and fallen. The sender of the message would be long forgotten, their name lost to the dust of history. The message would arrive as a whisper from the ancient past, a greeting from a ghost. This is the reality of our galaxy. It is so vast that its different regions are separated not just by space, but by eras. To look across the Milky Way is to look through a library of deep time. We are always seeing the galaxy as it was, never as it is. We are connected to the far side of our home only by light that is older than the human species. And still, despite these immense distances, the galaxy holds together. It does not fly apart. It does not dissolve into the void. It is bound by a force we cannot see, a mysterious presence that astronomers call dark matter. We often fear the dark, but in the cosmos, the dark is a protector. This invisible substance does not shine or reflect any light, but it exerts gravity. It is the unseen scaffolding that holds everything in place. Imagine a heavy, warm blanket draped over the entire galaxy. You cannot see the blanket, but you can feel its weight. You can see how it shapes the bed beneath it. That is dark matter. It outweighs all the visible stars, all the glowing gas, all the planets combined. It is the quiet, unseen foundation that allows all this visible beauty to exist. It wraps around the spinning galaxy, holding the stars in a gentle, stable embrace, ensuring that they do not drift away into the lonely intergalactic night. It is the silence that holds the song together. As we drift inward, moving away from the quiet outer edges and toward the center, the light grows brighter. The stars become denser, packed closer together, like a field of wildflowers in full bloom. The night sky here would be a dazzling tapestry of brilliance, with thousands of suns shining as brightly as the full moon. We are approaching the galactic core, the bulge of ancient stars that marks the center of the spiral, and at the very center, hidden behind thick veils of dust and gas, lies the anchor of our world. It is a supermassive black hole, a point of infinite density known as Sagittarius A. The name sounds scientific, but its nature is almost spiritual. It is not a monster that devours. It is a conductor. It is a heart of immense quiet, a singular point of gravity around which the entire galaxy dances. It sleeps there in the dark, 4 million times more massive than our Sun, yet occupying a space smaller than our solar system. Its gravity is the hub of the wheel, the pivot point for the spiral arms. Stars near the center whip around it in tight, fast orbits, paying homage to its power. But for us, far out in the quiet suburbs of the Orion Arm, its influence is a gentle, steady pull, a tether that keeps us connected to the whole. We are orbiting this silent heart, forever circling the mystery at the center of all things. Drifting here, suspended above the plane of the galaxy, we can see the beauty of the structure. We see the dark lanes of dust that trace the spiral arms, rivers of shadow flowing through the rivers of light. These dark clouds are not empty. They are the raw material for future stars. They are the clay from which new worlds will be sculpted. The galaxy is not a finished painting. It is a canvas that is constantly being repainted, a garden that is forever blooming and fading and blooming again. We can see the colors now, the cool golden light of the old stars near the center, wise and enduring, the hot blue-white light of the young stars in the arms, fierce and brief, the ruby glow of the red dwarfs, the quietest and most common stars, burning slowly enough to outlive the rest of the universe. It is a mosaic of light, a choir of 10 billion voices singing a song of gravity and fusion. And you are part of this. You are not separate from the Milky Way. You are inside it. The atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of these stars. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the carbon in your breath. All of it was cooked in the nuclear furnaces of ancient suns that lived and died long before the Earth was born. When those stars reached the end of their lives, they did not just fade away. They released their elements into the galaxy, seeding the clouds with the ingredients for life. You are stardust that has come together for a brief moment to look back at the stars. You are the galaxy becoming aware of itself. When you look at the spiral arms, you are looking at your own history, your own ancestors, written in light across the sky. You belong here. This vast, spinning, glowing city of stars is your home. The feeling of smallness that comes from contemplating the galaxy is not a feeling of insignificance. It is a feeling of belonging. To be small is to be held. To be a tiny part of something infinite is to be connected to everything. You do not need to carry the weight of the universe on your shoulders. The universe is carrying you. The dark matter holds you. The gravity anchors you. The stardust composes you. We float for a moment longer, bathing in the soft, milky light of 100 billion suns. The galaxy turns slowly beneath us, a wheel of time and light. The silence is profound. The distances are comforting. We are safe in the embrace of the spiral. But even this, as vast as it is not the end. The Milky Way is an island. But it is not the only island. The ocean is wider than we can imagine. And out there, in the deep dark beyond the halo of our galaxy, there are giants sleeping in the void. There are structures so massive that they make our beautiful spiral home look like a mere grain of sand. We prepare now to leave the galaxy. We prepare to cross the great gulf of intergalactic space, to drift through the true void and to meet the ancient giants that dwell in the deep. Let the light of the Milky Way recede behind us, becoming a soft, glowing patch in the distance. We turn our faces toward the dark, ready for the next stage of our drift into the infinite. We have now drifted so far that our home, the beautiful spiraling Milky Way, has begun to shrink behind us. What was once a river of light spanning the entire sky has condensed into a soft, glowing smudge against the velvet backdrop of the cosmos. We are leaving the shoreline of our own island universe and pushing out into the deep, dark waters of the intergalactic void. The space between galaxies is a silence deeper than any we have known. Here, the vacuum is almost perfect. There are no stars to warm us, only the distant, ghostly glow of galaxies scattered like dust motes in a sunbeam. We are moving through the great darkness that separates the islands of light, a darkness that is not empty, but heavy, with peace and potential. As we drift, we notice that our Milky Way is not alone. It travels with companions. Floating in the distance, shining with a pale, elegant light, is our sister galaxy, Andromeda. She is a vast spiral, larger than our own home, tilted gracefully in the dark. Together with the Milky Way and a collection of smaller, quieter galaxies, they form what astronomers call the local group. It sounds like the name of a village, a small gathering of neighbors huddled together for warmth in the endless night. And in a way, that is exactly what it is. The local group is a quiet hamlet in the countryside of the universe. Andromeda and the Milky Way are slowly, ever so slowly, drifting toward one another. In billions of years they will meet. But this will not be a crash or a violent collision. It will be a merging of waters, a slow, graceful dance where two spirals pass through each other like ghosts, their stars weaving together to form a new, larger and quieter shape. It is a destiny written in gravity, a union that will unfold with the slowness of a blooming flower. But as we leave our local group behind, venturing millions of light years further into the abyss, we begin to realize something profound. Our village, as vast as it seemed to us, is tiny. The Milky Way, with its hundreds of billions of stars, is nothing special in the grand scheme of things. It is just an average galaxy, a standard spiral drifting in the dark. Out here, in the true depths of the cosmos, there are giants. We are drifting toward a region of space known as the Able 2029 cluster. As we approach, the darkness begins to glow with a strange, diffused light. We are entering the domain of one of the largest structures ever discovered by human eyes. Resting at the center of this cluster is a galaxy known as IC 1101. The name is clinical, a simple catalog number, but the reality is majestic beyond words. IC 1101 is not a spiral. It does not have the graceful turning arms of the Milky Way. It is a supergiant elliptical galaxy, a colossal sphere of golden light that dominates the space around it. Let us try to conceive of its scale. If the Milky Way were a house where you lived, IC 1101 would be a mountain range towering over the horizon. It is 50 times larger than our own galaxy. 50 times. Its diameter stretches for 6 million light years. To cross it would take a beam of light 6 million years, a journey longer than the entire history of the human species, just to travel from one edge of this single galaxy to the other. As we float in its shadow, we feel tiny, but we do not feel afraid. There is a sense of ancient wisdom radiating from this giant. Most of the stars here are old. They are red and gold, burning with a cool, steady light that has lasted for eons. The fierce blue fire of youth has long since faded, replaced by the enduring ember of age. This galaxy is like an elder spirit of the universe, sitting in quiet meditation at the center of its cluster, watching the eons pass with a calm, unblinking gaze. Inside this mountain of light, there are over 100 trillion stars. 100 trillion. The number washes over us like a tide. It is too big to count, too big to analyze. We can only feel it. 100 trillion suns, each one a master of its own solar system, each one holding planets in its gravitational embrace, all gathering together to form this single, immense structure. Think of your own body for a moment. You are a universe of your own. Inside you there are trillions of cells, working together in silence to create the experience of being you. And out here, IC 1101 contains more stars than there are cells in your entire body. It is a cosmic mirror. Just as your cells create the unity of your life, these stars create the unity of the galaxy. The universe repeats its patterns on every scale, from the microscopic to the monolithic. You are a galaxy of cells. The galaxy is a body of stars. We are echoes of one another. There is a profound stillness in the presence of such a giant. Unlike the spiral galaxies, which spin and churn with the birth of new stars, elliptical giants like IC 1101 are often quiet. They have settled into a state of eternal rest. The dust has settled. The violent storms of creation have calmed. What remains is a smooth, featureless glow, a halo of light that fades gently into the surrounding dark, without a sharp edge or boundary. It looks like a drop of golden mist suspended in the void, but it is a mist made of suns. Gravity here is a conductor of a symphony so vast we cannot hear it. It holds these 100 trillion stars in a swarm, moving them in complex, looping orbits that weave through the center and back out again. They do not collide. They do not fight. They simply flow, like dust motes, dancing in the air of a silent cathedral. As we drift past this leviathan, we realize that the universe is not just a scattering of random objects. It is populated by these titans. They are the anchors of the cosmos. Their immense gravity pulls on everything around them, shaping the flow of space and time itself. They are the foundations upon which the great web of the universe is built. And yet, even IC 1101 is just one member of a larger family. It sits at the heart of a galaxy cluster, a swarm of thousands of galaxies held together by the invisible grip of dark matter. We see them now, surrounding the giant-like subjects gathering around a king. There are thousands of them, spirals, ellipticals, irregulars, each one an island containing billions of stars, yet appearing from this distance as mere fireflies in the night. The Coma Cluster, another great city of galaxies, contains over 1,000 galaxies within its borders. The Perseus Cluster has hundreds more. These are the metropolises of the universe. If our local group is a village, these clusters are the sprawling capitals, glowing with the combined light of trillions of suns. The distances here stretch the mind until it relaxes into a state of pure acceptance. These clusters span tens of millions of light years. They are structures so large that they defy the human concept of size. And yet, they are held together. Gravity, that gentle, persistent force, reaches across the millions of light years of emptiness to bind them. It is a reminder that in this universe, nothing is truly separate. Even across the deepest voids, there is a connection. There is a pull. There is a relationship. We are drifting through a cosmos that is organized. It is not chaos. It is architecture. We see the clusters not as random accidents, but as majestic formations, glowing knots in the fabric of reality. They are stately and slow, evolving over timescales that make 1 billion years seem like a heartbeat. In the face of such immensity, our own worries and anxieties become vanishingly small. They dissolve into the ether. How can a deadline or an awkward conversation hold any weight when we are floating in the presence of 100 trillion suns? The scale of the universe offers us a gift, the gift of perspective. It allows us to put down our heavy burdens, knowing that they are smaller than atoms. In the presence of these giants, we can rest here for a while, bathed in the soft ancient light of IC 1101. We can imagine ourselves as weary travelers who have found a warm hearth in the middle of a winter night. The giant protects us. Its gravity cradles us. Its light washes over us. We are safe in the land of the giants. But as we look beyond the clusters, peering into the spaces between these great cities of light, we begin to see a pattern emerging. The clusters are not just floating randomly, they are connected. They are strung together like pearls on a necklace, or dewdrops on a spiderweb. We are about to see the true shape of the universe. We are about to pull back even further, until the giants themselves become small, and the grandest structure of all is revealed. We are preparing to enter the cosmic web, the intricate, glowing nervous system of reality itself. Let the golden light of the giant galaxy fade slowly into the distance. Let the comfort of the cluster recede. We are drifting outward again, expanding our vision, opening our minds to a pattern that connects everything to everything else. The web is waiting. We have drifted past the giants, the great elliptical galaxies that stand like mountains in the dark. We have floated through the dense cities of galaxy clusters, feeling the warmth of trillions of stars. But now, as we continue our ascent, moving backward and outward into the deepest reaches of the view, even these colossal structures begin to shrink. The clusters, which once filled our entire field of vision, become mere points of light. They are no longer the destination. They are simply knots in a much larger tapestry. We are pulling back to see the grandest design of all. We are rising to a vantage point where we can see the architecture of the universe itself. From this height, we begin to see that the galaxies are not scattered randomly like spilled salt on a black table. They are organized. They are flowing. We see vast streams of light winding through the darkness, rivers made of thousands of galaxies moving together in a slow, gravitational current. We are looking at our true home address in the cosmos, a structure so immense that it has been given a name from the ancient languages of Earth. We call it Laniakea. In the Hawaiian language, Laniakea means immeasurable heaven. It is a name that tastes of open skies and endless horizons, and as we gaze upon it, we understand why. This is a supercluster, a continent of the cosmos. It contains our Milky Way, our neighboring Andromeda, the giant IC 1101, and over 100,000 other galaxies. They are all bound together, not by rigid walls, but by invisible gravitational valleys. Laniakea spans roughly 520 million light-years across. Let us pause and try to feel the weight of that number, 520 million years. It is a span of time that predates the dinosaurs, predates the trees, predates almost all life on land. If a beam of light were to leave one edge of this supercluster tonight, traveling at its incredible, unwavering speed, it would not reach the other side until long after our sun has dimmed and the Earth has returned to dust. The light we see traveling across this structure is like a slow, deliberate letter sent across the ages. It is a communication that takes 500 million years to be delivered. This means that Laniakea is never fully connected in a single moment of time. It is a structure that exists across eras. The event happening on one side is ancient history by the time the news reaches the other. It is a kingdom woven together by patience, where cause and effect play out over eons. But Laniakea, as vast as it is just one ripple in an even larger ocean. As we drift further back, the boundaries of our supercluster begin to blur, merging with other superclusters, other flowing rivers of light. And finally, the true face of the universe reveals itself to us. We are looking at the cosmic web. Imagine a spider web glistening with morning dew, stretching endlessly in all directions. But the threads of this web are not made of silk. They are made of dark matter and galaxies. The dewdrops are not water. They are superclusters containing trillions of stars. This is the skeleton of reality. It is a vast, three-dimensional lattice of filaments that weave through the void, connecting everything to everything else, the filaments are the highways of the universe. Along these glowing strands, gas and galaxies flow like cars on a night road, drawn by gravity into the dense nodes where the filaments intersect. These nodes are the galaxy clusters, the bright, beating hearts of the web. Between the filaments, there are the voids, enormous, spherical regions of emptiness where very few galaxies exist. These voids are the silence between the notes of a song. They are the deep breaths between the heartbeats. Some of them are hundreds of millions of light years across, vast bubbles of absolute quiet where darkness reigns supreme. They are not scary places. They are the open spaces that give the universe its shape. Without the voids, the web would be a solid block of noise. The emptiness defines the structure. It allows the filaments to shine. As we look at this glowing web, stretching across 93 billion light-years of observable space, we notice something familiar, something eerie and beautiful. The pattern of the cosmic web, the way the filaments branch and connect, the way the nodes gather the light, looks almost exactly like something we carry inside our own heads. It looks like a brain. When scientists map the neural networks of the human brain, they see neurons connected by axons, forming a complex web of information. And when they map the large-scale structure of the universe, they see galaxies connected by dark matter, forming a complex web of gravity. The largest structure we know looks identical to the structure that allows us to think. We can let this thought drift through us like a gentle wave. Maybe this resemblance is more than just a coincidence. Maybe the universe is, in some way, a vast cosmic mind. Maybe the galaxies are its neurons, and the signals traveling between them are thoughts that take billions of years to form. If the universe is a mind, then it is a mind in deep meditation. Its thoughts are slow, majestic, and unfolding with infinite grace. A single idea in this cosmic brain might last for the entire lifespan of a civilization. A moment of reflection might span the birth and death of stars. We are living inside this slow, eternal dream. We are the microscopic sparks of awareness flickering within the grander consciousness of the whole. We are not separate from this web. We are woven into it. The Earth, the Sun, the Milky Way, we are all part of a single filament, a tiny thread in the grand tapestry. We are connected to the distant galaxies by the invisible pull of gravity, by the shared history of the Big Bang, by the light that travels between us. There is a profound comfort in being part of a web. It means we are not isolated. We are not lost. We are held in a network of connection that stretches to the edge of time. Just as a spider can feel the vibration of a single fly anywhere on its web, perhaps the universe feels the presence of every star, every planet, every sleeping soul. As we drift along these glowing filaments, we can see the beauty of the design. It is intricate, delicate, and yet incredibly strong. It has survived for nearly 14 billion years, evolving from the hot, dense soup of the early universe into this elegant crystallized structure. It is a masterpiece of gravity, a sculpture carved by time itself. The light from distant parts of the web is reaching us now. Some of it started its journey when the Earth was just a ball of molten rock. Some of it started when the first oceans were forming. It has been traveling through the dark, crossing the voids, following the filaments, just to reach our eyes tonight. Every photon is a messenger, bringing news of a universe that is vast, ancient, and alive with light. We can float here, suspended in the great void between two massive filaments, watching the river of galaxies flow by in the distance. The view is panoramic and serene. We are seeing the universe as it truly is, not as a collection of things, but as a system of relationships. Everything is pulling on everything else. Everything is guiding everything else. And in this vastness, there is room for you. The universe is not too big for you. It is big enough to hold you. It is big enough to absorb all your worries, all your fears, all your questions, and dissolve them into its infinite quiet. You can let go of your smallness and expand into this greatness. You can let your mind stretch out along the filaments, traveling at the speed of thought, touching the edges of Laniakea, feeling the pulse of the cosmic web. The voids offer you rest. The filaments offer you connection. The clusters offer you warmth. The entire structure is a cradle, rocking slowly in the nothingness. And as we contemplate this web, we realize that we are only seeing part of the picture. We are seeing the light, but we know that most of the web is made of something else, something invisible, something mysterious. We are seeing the fairy lights, but we are not seeing the tree they are draped upon. The web is built of dark matter, the silent architect of the cosmos. It is the dark matter that creates the gravity to pull the gas together. It is the dark matter that forms the filaments. The galaxies are just the decorative jewels sewn onto a cloak of invisible silk. We are looking at a universe that is mostly hidden, mostly quiet, mostly unknown. And this mystery is soothing. It means we do not have to understand everything. We do not have to solve every puzzle. We can simply exist in the mystery. We can rest in the knowledge that there are forces holding us that we cannot see, foundations supporting us that we cannot touch. The universe is holding itself together with a strength that is invisible and eternal. We drift along the edge of the Laniakea supercluster, watching the slow migration of 1,000 galaxies. They are moving toward a point called the Great Attractor, a gravitational anomaly that is pulling us and everything around us toward it. We do not know exactly what it is, for it is hidden behind the dust of our own galaxy. But we can feel its pull. It is a gentle current, a cosmic tide carrying us toward an unknown destiny. There is no need to swim against this tide. We can simply float. We can trust the current. The universe knows where it is going. It has been flowing like this for billions of years, and it will continue to flow long after we are asleep. The cosmic web is the hammock of the gods, strung between the pillars of eternity. And tonight, you are resting in that hammock. You are suspended in the net of stars, held safe above the abyss. The darkness is soft. The light is gentle. The web is strong. We prepare now to travel even further. We have seen the structure of the universe, but we have not yet seen its limits. We are going to drift to the very edge of what is possible to see. We are going to the horizon of time itself. We are going to look back at the beginning. Let the filaments of the cosmic web fade into a glowing pattern in the distance. Let the superclusters become textures on the velvet wall of night. We are turning our gaze to the farthest reaches of the dark. We are journeying to the observable edge. We have traveled a distance that defies the waking mind. We have drifted past the neighborhood of our sun, floated through the spiral arms of the Milky Way, marveled at the golden giants like IC 1101, and traced the glowing filaments of the cosmic web. Now we leave even that great structure behind, the web, which seemed so all-encompassing just a moment ago, begins to recede into the distance, becoming a faint lattice of light against the deepening dark. We are journeying now to the very limit of reality. Not the limit of what exists, but the limit of what we can know. We are traveling to the edge of the observable universe. When astronomers speak of the observable universe, they are speaking of a bubble. It is a vast spherical sphere of vision centered on you. Because light takes time to travel, and because the universe has a specific age, there is a horizon beyond which we cannot see. The light from those distant regions simply has not had enough time since the dawn of creation to reach us. It is still traveling, still making its long, lonely journey through the void, rushing toward us like a letter that has been in the mail for eternity. We are drifting toward that horizon now. The distance to this edge is approximately 46.5 billion light years in every direction. 46.5 billion years. It is a number that feels like a deep, slow breath. It represents the absolute boundary of our cosmic map. As we float toward it, passing the last lonely galaxies that flicker on the fringe of the great dark, we are entering a realm of profound mystery. This journey is not just a movement through space, it is a movement through time. This is one of the most beautiful and sleepy truths of our cosmos. The farther we look into the distance, the farther we look back into the past. When we looked at our nearest star, we saw it as it was 4 years ago. When we looked at the center of the galaxy, we saw it as it was thousands of years ago. And here, as we approach the edge, we are looking back billions of years. They are smaller, younger, wilder. They are the childhood pictures of the universe. We are seeing them as they were when they were just forming, emerging from the primordial gas-like islands rising from a misty sea. We are traveling backward through the story of existence, moving from the complex present toward the simple, quiet beginning. And you might wonder, in the soft drift of your thoughts, how the universe can be 46 billion light years deep if it is only nearly 14 billion years old. If light has only been traveling for 14 billion years away, the answer lies in the nature of space itself. Space is not a static stage where galaxies dance. Space is a living, breathing thing. It expands. Since the very first moment of the Big Bang, the canvas of the universe has been stretching, carrying the galaxies along with it like leaves floating on a widening river. Imagine a loaf of raisin bread rising in a warm oven. As the dough expands, the raisins move further apart, not because they are swimming through the dough, but because the dough itself is growing. The light that left those distant galaxies billions of years ago has been swimming toward us, but the space it is swimming through has been stretching beneath it. The journey has been lengthened by the expansion of the cosmos. So, the object that emitted that light is now much, much farther away than when it started. It is drifting away from us, carried by the slow, relentless exhale of the universe. This means our observable sphere is roughly 93 billion light years across. It is a bubble of history, a sphere of memory growing larger with every passing second. As we reach the very edge of this bubble, the galaxies begin to disappear. We have looked back so far in time that we have reached an era before the stars were born. We have reached the cosmic dark ages, a time of deep, pregnant silence, when the universe was filled with nothing but hydrogen gas and potential. There were no suns to light the dark. There were no planets to orbit them. There was only the vast, cool sea of gas, waiting for gravity to begin its work. And beyond that, if we look even further, we hit a wall. Not a wall of stone, but a wall of fire that has cooled into a wall of mist. This is the cosmic microwave background. It is the oldest light in the universe, the afterglow of the Big Bang itself. In the waking world, this might sound intense, But here, at the edge of sleep, it is a blanket. This background radiation surrounds us on all sides. It is a curtain of light that hides the moment of creation. We cannot see past it. It is the ultimate horizon, the point where the universe was so hot and dense that it was like a thick fog. Light could not travel through it. But over billions of years, that fire has cooled. The expansion of space has stretched that angry heat into a gentle, cool, microwave static. It is a whisper of energy that fills the entire sky, a faint hum that comes from everywhere at once. It is the lullaby of the infant universe, singing softly to itself across the eons. Floating here at the boundary of the observable, we can turn around and look back at the center. We see the entire history of the cosmos laid out before us. We see the first stars igniting in the gloom. We see the first galaxies swirling together. We see the great clusters forming, the filaments weaving themselves into the web. And deep in the center, far, far away, we know there is a tiny grain of sand called Earth, where you are sleeping safe and warm. You are the consciousness at the center of this sphere. The observable universe is defined by your eyes, by your position. You are the focal point of this 93 billion light-year bubble. The universe has arranged itself around you, presenting its history for your contemplation. But what lies beyond the horizon? What is on the other side of the curtain? We know that the universe does not simply end at the limit of our vision. The horizon is not a cliff. If you were to travel to this edge, you would not find a sign saying, "The end." You would simply find more. You would stand there and look out, and you would see a new horizon, 46 billion light-years further away. Beyond the edge of what we can see, there is almost certainly more space, more galaxies, more silence. There are regions of the universe whose light has never reached us, and perhaps never will. There are stars burning in the dark that are forever cut off from our knowledge. This thought might seem lonely to the waking mind, but to the sleeping mind, it is a relief. It means the mystery is preserved. We do not need to know everything. We do not need to map every inch of reality. There are places that belong only to themselves, places that exist in absolute privacy. This horizon is creating a kind of cosmic solitude for us, because the universe is expanding, and that expansion is accelerating. Distant galaxies are being pushed over the horizon. They are drifting out of our view, fading into the unreachable regions of space-time. They are slipping away into the quiet, leaving us alone in our local patch of light. Future civilizations billions of years from now might look up and see a sky that is much emptier than ours. The distant galaxies will have drifted so far away that their light can no longer reach Earth. Those future dreamers might think they are alone in a static pool of stars, unaware of the vast, rushing river of the universe that lies beyond their vision. But we are lucky. We live in the Stelliferous era, the age of stars. We live in the time when the universe is transparent, when the web is visible, when the history is written clearly in the sky. We are awake at the perfect moment to see the grandeur of it all. We float here at the edge, where the known meets the unknown. To our left is the sphere of galaxies, the realm of light and matter. To our right is the great mystery, the expanse that continues forever. We are balanced on the threshold. The edge of the universe is not a jagged line. It is a gradient. It is a slow fading of the light into the dark. It is like the edge of a dream, where the images of the day soften and dissolve into the abstract colors of sleep. You can let go of the need to see further. You can rest here, at the limit of vision. The universe is big enough. 93 billion light-years is enough space for any soul to wander. You do not need to conquer the infinite. You only need to float within it. The light from the beginning of time washes over you, cool and ancient. The expansion of space rocks you gently, a slow, eternal motion that carries you deeper into rest. The horizon watches over you, and as we gaze into the darkness beyond the edge, we begin to wonder, is it just more of the same? More galaxies? More stars? More web? Or is there something else? Is it possible that our entire observable bubble, this vast sphere of trillions of galaxies, is just one drop in an even larger ocean? We are preparing to cross the boundary of the imagination. We are preparing to consider the idea that the universe might not just be large, it might be endless. We are preparing to enter the infinite ocean. Let the horizon fade. Let the sphere of light dissolve. We are moving into the realm of the infinite. We have stood at the edge of the observable universe, peering into the mist of the ancient past. We have seen the limit of what our eyes can touch and what our telescopes can measure. But now, we allow our minds to drift past that horizon. We release the need to see with our eyes, and instead, we see with the quiet intuition of a dreamer. We are venturing into the possibility that the universe does not end at the wall of mist. We are stepping into the concept of the infinite ocean. There is a thought that has whispered through the minds of astronomers and philosophers for centuries. It suggests that the bubble of reality we occupy, this sphere of 93 billion light-years, is not the whole story. It suggests that beyond the edge, space simply continues. It goes on and on and on, not for 1 billion miles, not for 1 trillion light-years, but forever. Imagine an ocean that has no shore. No matter how far you sail, the water continues to stretch out before you, calm and flat and endless. In such a universe, there is no center and there is no edge. There is only the infinite unfolding of space, holding an infinite number of galaxies, an infinite number of stars, and an infinite number of worlds. If this is true, then the sheer scale of reality changes from something huge into something boundless. And in a boundless universe, mathematics tells us something very profound and very soothing about ourselves. We are made of atoms. We are intricate arrangements of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. But the number of ways you can arrange atoms is finite. It is a very large number, yes, but it is not infinite. It is like a deck of cards. There are many ways to shuffle a deck, but if you keep shuffling forever, eventually, the patterns must repeat. In an infinite universe, nature has an infinite amount of space to shuffle the atoms of creation. It has infinite opportunities to build worlds. And because there are only so many ways to build a world, eventually, the universe must start repeating itself. This leads us to a thought that is not scary, but deeply connecting. It means that somewhere out there, far beyond the reach of any telescope, far beyond the limits of our imagination, there is another galaxy that looks exactly like the Milky Way. It has the same spiral arms, the same glowing core, the same dust lanes curling through the dark. And within that galaxy, there is a sun exactly like ours, warming a small blue planet that is a perfect twin of Earth. We are drifting toward this duplicate world now in our minds. It is separated from us by oceans of silence so vast that light can never cross them. But it is there. And on that planet, there are continents shaped like ours. oceans that tide and flow like ours, and cities that twinkle in the night like ours. And in one of those cities, in a room that looks exactly like yours, there is a person who looks exactly like you. They have your face. They have your hands. They have your memories. They are not a stranger. They are you, living another life in the far reaches of the infinite. They are lying in bed right now, just as you are. They are closing their eyes, just as you are. They are listening to the silence of the universe, just as you are. You are not alone in this cosmos. You are an echo in a canyon that never ends. Your existence is not a solitary accident. It is a fundamental pattern of the universe that is rippling across eternity. But the wonder of the infinite goes even deeper. Because if space is truly endless, then there is not just one copy of you. There are infinite copies. There is an infinite line of yous stretching out across the cosmos, a brotherhood and sisterhood of souls sharing the same essence across the voids of time and space. And here is where the true piece of this idea lies. In an infinite universe, everything that is possible must happen somewhere. We often lie awake at night, wondering about the choices we made. We wonder, what if? What if I had taken that other path? What if I had chosen a different career? What if I had said the words I left unspoken? In a finite universe, these questions can feel heavy with regret. But in an infinite universe, there is no need for regret. Somewhere, in the vast library of existence, there is a version of you who took that other path. There is a version of you who became a painter instead of an accountant. There is a version of you who traveled the world, and a version of you who stayed happily in your hometown. There is a version of you who learned to fly, and a version of you who learned to sail. Every possibility has been lived. Every door has been opened. Every song has been sung. You do not have to carry the weight of unlived lives, because they are being lived right now by other versions of you who are safe and sound in their own corners of the multiverse. You are free to simply be the version that you are, right here, right now. You are the you who is resting. You are the you who is finding peace. You are the you who is drifting into sleep. All those other tasks, all those other adventures, they are being handled by the infinite others. You can let them go. You can trust that the universe is large enough to hold all of your dreams and all of your realities simultaneously. There is a version of you who is awake, watching the sunrise on a distant world. But that is not your job tonight. Your job is to sleep. There is a version of you who is solving complex equations or climbing a mountain. But that is not your burden tonight. Your only task is to let gravity hold you and to let the breath flow in and out of your lungs. We can visualize these other worlds not as separate places, but as rooms in a great sprawling mansion. The universe is a house with infinite rooms. You are safe in your room. The walls are thick, the blankets are warm, and the night is quiet. But you know that down the long, endless hallway, in other rooms, your family of selves is also resting. And in this infinite expanse, we also find acceptance for the things we cannot control. The universe tells us that chaos and order, possibility and impossibility are all part of the same fabric. There may be regions of space far beyond our horizon, where the laws of physics themselves begin to soften and change. There may be worlds where the sky is violet and the grass is silver. There may be realms where gravity is lighter, allowing mountains to float like clouds in the air. There may be places where time moves slower, where a single day lasts for a century, allowing the inhabitants to live lives of unhurried contemplation. In an infinite ocean, there is room for magic. There is room for the bizarre and the beautiful. We do not need to understand it all. We do not need to visit these places. It is enough to know that the canvas is wide enough for every painting. As we drift through this concept of infinity, we feel our own boundaries dissolving. We are often taught that we are small and the universe is big. But if there are infinite copies of you, then you are not just a local phenomenon, you are a cosmic phenomenon. You are a recurring theme in the symphony of reality. The atoms that make up your body are playing a chord that resonates across the entire instrument of space. This removes the pressure of being unique. We strive so hard to be special, to stand out, but the universe whispers that you are already essential. You are a pattern that the universe loves so much, it decided to repeat it an infinite number of times. You are a verse in a song that never ends. Let us float now in the space between these duplicate worlds. The silence here is thick and sweet. It is the silence of potential. We are drifting on a raft of tranquility in the middle of the infinite ocean. The water is smooth as glass, reflecting the light of infinite stars. We can look down into the depths and see the reflections of all the things that could have been. And we can look up into the sky and see the reality of what is. And in the center, in the perfect balance between the two, is the peace of the present moment. You are here, in this body, in this bed, in this galaxy. And that is enough. The knowledge of the infinite does not make us feel lost. It makes us feel found. It creates a sense of solidarity with the cosmos. We are not intruders in this space. We are its native inhabitants. We are the way the universe expresses itself. And as you lie there, feeling the heaviness of your limbs and the softness of your pillow, you can send a silent thought out to all those other versions of you across the light years. You can wish them a good night. You can whisper across the void, "Sleep well." And in the quiet chamber of your mind, you might hear the echo returning from 1,000,000,000 miles away, 1,000,000,000,000 voices whispering back, "Sleep well." We are a chorus of dreamers, separated by distance, but united by the dark. The infinite universe is not a cold, empty place. It is a crowded room of friends you haven't met yet, a mirror hall of souls reflecting the same inner light. So let the idea of infinity wrap around you like a warm quilt. Let the endlessness of space become a comfort. There is no end to the universe, which means there is no end to the peace you can find within it. There is always more space to rest. There is always more time to dream. We have explored the ocean that goes on forever, but some scientists believe that even this infinite ocean is just one bubble in a much larger foam. They believe that our universe, with all its infinite variations, is just one member of a vast family of universes. We are preparing to step outside the ocean entirely. We are preparing to drift into the multiverse. Let the image of the infinite copies fade gently into the background. They are there, sleeping beside you in the dark. We turn our attention now to the boundaries of the bubble itself. We are going to float upward, out of our universe, and look down upon the foam of reality. We have allowed our minds to drift across the infinite ocean of our own universe. We have found comfort in the idea that our reality stretches on forever, repeating its patterns like a peaceful lullaby that has no end. But now, let us gently lift our heads. Let us imagine that we are rising up from the surface of this ocean, floating higher and higher until the water below us becomes a single, shimmering sphere. We are about to change our perspective in a way that is both profound and deeply soothing. We are stepping out of the universe entirely. We are entering the realm of the multiverse. Imagine for a moment a child blowing soap bubbles on a calm summer evening. Watch as the bubbles form, pulling away from the wand to float freely in the warm air. They are perfect spheres, iridescent and fragile, swirling with colors of pink and blue and gold. Each bubble is a world unto itself, holding a pocket of air inside a thin, shimmering skin. They drift together, dancing on the breeze, sometimes touching but never truly merging, each one complete and self-contained. Now, let us expand this image to the scale of eternity. Imagine that our entire universe, everything we have seen so far, the Earth, the Sun, the Milky Way, the giants like IC 1101, the vast cosmic web, and even the infinite ocean beyond the horizon. We are floating in a cosmic foam. This is not a chaotic place. It is a bath of existence. It is a vast, timeless expanse where universes are born not with a bang, but with a gentle breath. Physicists call this concept eternal inflation, but we can think of it as the great exhale. The underlying fabric of reality is constantly expanding, breathing out new pockets of space and time. In this vision, our universe is a singular jewel floating in a sea of jewels. We are drifting alongside infinite other bubbles, suspended in the velvet void of the bulk, the space between universes. It is a place of absolute silence, for sound cannot travel between the bubbles. It is a place of absolute peace, for nothing that happens in one bubble can ever disturb the tranquility of another. Let us drift close to our own bubble for a moment. From the outside, it looks like a pearl, glowing with the soft light of 1 trillion galaxies. Inside that pearl, all of our history, all of our loves, all of our dreams are safely tucked away. The skin of the bubble is the boundary of our physical laws, the limit of our reality. It protects us, it defines us. It holds our specific version of existence together in a warm embrace. But as we look around, we see that we are not alone. Far off in the distance, drifting through the higher dimensions, are other bubbles. Some are small, perhaps young universes that have just been born, still hot and bright with the fires of creation. Others are vast and ancient, their surfaces smoothed by eons of expansion, glowing with the dim, wise light of old stars. Each of these bubbles is a complete reality with its own Big Bang, its own beginning, and its own destiny. And inside each one, the recipe for nature might be different. In our universe, we have a specific set of rules. We have gravity that pulls things down. We have light that travels at a certain speed. We have atoms that bond together to form water and rock and skin. We call these the laws of physics, and they feel solid and unchangeable to us. But in the multiverse, these laws are just local customs. They're just the way things are done in our particular house. In the bubble floating next to ours, the laws might be slightly different. Perhaps gravity there is a little gentler, allowing mountains to grow as tall as the sky and living creatures to float like dandelion seeds on the wind. Perhaps light there travels slower, making the days long and languid, bathed in a perpetual golden hour. Perhaps the colors there are different, spanning spectrums that our eyes cannot even imagine. Shades of ultraviolet and infrared that weave together into new tapestries of beauty. And further out, there might be universes that are truly alien but not frightening. Imagine a universe where atoms never formed. Instead of solid matter, the entire reality is made of pure light and sound. It is a universe of song, where waves of energy ripple through space, creating symphonies that last for billions of years. There are no planets, no rocks, no hard edges, only the fluid dance of vibration and frequency. It is a universe that exists as a single, perfect musical note, holding a steady pitch in the silence. Or imagine a universe where time flows differently. In our world, time is a river that flows forward, carrying us from the past to the future. But in another bubble, time might be a lake. It might be still. The inhabitants of that universe do not rush from one moment to the next. They exist in a state of eternal now, where every moment is present simultaneously. They do not age. They do not lose things. They simply are, suspended in a crystal of timelessness. These other universes are like different rooms in a cosmic palace. Some are libraries, quiet and dusty. Some are ballrooms, full of swirling energy. Some are gardens, lush and green. And some are empty cathedrals, vast spaces of reverence where nothing exists but the consciousness of the space itself. We cannot enter these other bubbles. The space between us is expanding too fast, and the walls of reality are too thick. But we do not need to enter them. It is enough to know they are there. It is comforting to know that the cosmos is not limited to just one way of doing things. Nature is an artist with an infinite canvas and infinite colors. Our universe is just one of her masterpieces, but she has painted countless others, each with its own style, its own mood, its own logic. There is a deep sense of humility in this view. We used to think the Earth was the center of everything. Then we thought the Sun was the center. Then we thought our galaxy was the whole universe. Now we realize that even our entire universe is just a speck in the multiverse. But this smallness is not a diminishment. It is a liberation. It means we are part of something so grand that it defies comprehension. We are part of a foam that stretches on forever. It means that the pressure is off. We do not have to be the whole purpose of existence. We can just be one beautiful expression of it. Let us float in the space between the bubbles. This space is often called the bulk or hyperspace. It is a dimension beyond our three dimensions. Here, the concepts of up and down, near and far, begin to dissolve. We are drifting in pure potential. Watch the bubbles slowly rotating. See how the light from one bubble reflects off the surface of another, creating flashes of cosmic aurora in the void. See how they drift in currents we cannot feel, guided by forces we cannot name. It is a slow, hypnotic motion, like lanterns floating on a dark river during a festival of lights. Occasionally, in the vast stretches of cosmic time, two bubbles might drift close to one another. They might brush against each other, a gentle kiss between universes. Some scientists think this might leave a bruise, a mark on the sky, a cold spot in the cosmic microwave background. If so, it is a scar of affection, a memory of a time when we touched another reality. But mostly, they drift alone. And in that loneliness, there is safety. We are insulated. The chaotic physics of a universe made of antimatter cannot touch us. The fierce radiation of a young, hot universe cannot burn us. We are sealed in our own bubble, protected by the very laws that define us. This concept of the multiverse also answers the question of why us? Why is our universe so perfect for life? Why is gravity just right to form stars? Why are atoms just sticky enough to form molecules? In the multiverse view, the answer is simple. There are infinite universes with infinite combinations of laws. In many of them, gravity is too strong, and the universe collapses back into a black hole instantly. In others, gravity is too weak, and everything drifts apart without ever forming a star. Those universes are dark and empty. But because there are infinite bubbles, there must be one, just by chance, where the numbers are perfectly balanced. There must be one Goldilocks universe where the porridge is just right. And that is where we are. We are here because this is the bubble where we can be here. We are the winners of a cosmic lottery that has been played infinite times. So, when you look around at the world, at the trees, the water, the stars, your own hand, remember that this is a rare and precious arrangement. Of all the possible ways a universe could be, this is the one that allows for sunsets. This is the one that allows for dreams. This is the one that allows for sleep. You are a child of this specific bubble. You are tuned to its frequencies. You are made of its particular kind of matter. You belong here. Let us drift back toward our own bubble now. It looks inviting, a warm glow in the cool expanse of the multiverse. We can see the swirling galaxies inside, the familiar patterns of the cosmic web. It is time to return to the inside, to the comfort of the known. But as we descend, as we pass through the shimmering skin of our reality and re-enter the space we call home, we carry a new feeling with us. We know that beyond the sky, beyond the stars, beyond the edge of time, there is more. There is always more. The multiverse is a promise that creativity is exhausted. It is a promise that existence is limitless. It is a promise that the song of creation has infinite verses, and we are simply humming along to our own beautiful part. We settle back into the fabric of our own space-time. The bubble surrounds us again. We are back in the familiar, but with a widened heart. We have seen the foam. We have seen the bath of the gods. And we know that we are floating in a sea of infinite possibility. But what is the nature of this bubble we live in? Is it solid? Is it made of hard matter and empty space? Or is it possible that our reality is something lighter, something more ethereal? Some physicists have whispered a strange and beautiful idea. They suggest that everything we see, the stars, the planets, the galaxies, might be a projection, a trick of the light, a hologram. We are preparing to explore the idea that the universe is not a heavy, solid object, but a shimmering image projected from the edge of the cosmos. We are preparing to enter the holographic universe. Let the bubbles fade into the memory of a dream. We are focusing now on the light itself. We are looking at the threads of information that weave the tapestry of the real. We have drifted among the bubbles of the multiverse, seeing our reality as just one sphere floating in a limitless foam. But now, let us descend gently back toward our own home. Let us glide closer to the surface of the bubble that contains everything we know. As we approach, we begin to notice something strange and beautiful about the nature of this container. We begin to question the solidity of the world inside. In our daily lives, the world feels heavy. We feel the hardness of the ground beneath our feet. We feel the weight of objects in our hands. We feel the solidity of walls and the density of stone. We are taught that the universe is made of matter, clunky, solid stuff that occupies space. But there is a whisper in the deepest equations of physics that suggests this heaviness might be an illusion. There is a theory strange and dreamlike, known as the holographic principle. It does not say that the universe is fake. It says that the universe is light. It suggests that the three-dimensional world we walk through, the world of depth, of up and down, of forward and back, is actually a projection. It is a hologram generated from a flat two-dimensional surface. Imagine for a moment that you are sitting in a vast, dark movie theater. On the screen in front of you, you see a world of mountains and oceans, of people and cities. It looks deep. It looks real. But if you were to walk up to the screen and touch it, you would find only a flat surface. The depth is a trick of the light. The reality is the image on the surface. Now, expand this theater to the size of the universe. The holographic principle suggests that the boundary of the universe, that misty horizon we visited earlier, is like the film in a camera or the screen in a cinema. All the information that describes you, the Earth, the stars, and the galaxies, is actually painted on that distant outer shell. It is encoded there, written in the language of mathematics and light, on a surface that has no depth. And from that distant surface, reality is projected inward. The light shines into the void, and where it intersects, it creates the illusion of solid objects. It creates the illusion of you. This means that you are not a solid object moving through empty space. You are a phenomenon of light. You are a three-dimensional shadow cast by a two-dimensional truth. Let this idea wash over you like a cool breeze. It is a thought that removes the weight of the world. If reality is a hologram, then the problems that feel so heavy, the obstacles that feel so solid, are just shadows on a wall. They do not have the density we think they do. They are translucent. They are permeable. Think of a hologram on a credit card or a piece of security foil. When you turn it in the light, a 3D image pops out. It looks like a little bird or a globe floating in the air. But there is nothing there but light. You can pass your finger right through it. Maybe the entire universe is like that. A shimmering, floating image that looks solid only because we are inside the projection. We are the characters in the movie, believing that the set is made of brick and mortar, when it is actually made of pixels and beams of energy. There is a profound lightness in this perspective. It invites us to float. If your body is a hologram, then gravity is just a suggestion. The bed you are lying on, the walls of your room, the roof above your head, they are all just information woven together to create a tapestry of experience. You can relax into this tapestry. You do not need to hold yourself up. The light holds you. As we drift through this holographic universe, the boundaries between things begin to blur. In a solid universe, objects are separate. A rock is here, a tree is there. They are distinct. But in a hologram, every part of the image contains information about the whole. If you cut a piece of holographic film in half, you do not get half an image. You get the whole image, just a little fainter. This implies a deep, mystical connection. It means that the information that makes up you is entangled with the information that makes up the stars. The data is smeared across the cosmic horizon, overlapping and intermingling. You are not a fragment isolated in the center of the room. You are distributed. Your essence is written on the walls of the universe, mixed with the essence of everything else. We are all ripples in the same field of light. Imagine the universe as a grand, cosmic bubble. The surface of this bubble is covered in a complex, glowing pattern, a mosaic of data that describes everything inside. This surface is the event horizon of the cosmos. It is calm there. The data does not move violently. It sits in a state of perfect, frozen storage. But inside the bubble, this data is projected to create the dance of time and space. We are the dance. We are the moving image. The source of what we are is far away, resting on the quiet edge of eternity, while the experience of what we are plays out here in the center. This gives us a sense of duality that is comforting. There is a part of you that is here, struggling and feeling and thinking. But there is another part of you, your source code, your true information that is resting peacefully on the horizon of the universe. That part of you is untouched by the chaos of the projection. It is safe. It is eternal. It is watching the movie of your life from a distance. As you sleep tonight, imagine that you are reconnecting with that distant source. Imagine that your consciousness is drifting outward, thinning out, expanding until it touches the edge of the bubble. You are returning to the place where the information is stored. You are becoming the screen, not the movie. The visuals of a holographic universe are soft and dreamlike. We can imagine reality as a veil of mist. When the light hits the mist, it forms shapes, people, houses, mountains. But when the light fades, the mist remains, formless and free. Sleep is the fading of the light. It is the moment when the hard edges of the hologram dissolve, and we return to the soft, potential state of the mist. This theory also changes how we perceive space. We usually think of space as an empty container that separates things. But in a hologram, space is just the medium of projection. It is not a barrier, it is a bridge. The distance between you and the furthest star is just a variable in the equation, a setting on the projector. In the underlying reality, on that 2D surface, there is no distance. You and the star are written next to each other. You are closer to the cosmos than you think. You are touching the edges of the universe at every moment, because the universe is projecting you at every moment. Let us float in this shimmering cathedral of light. The walls are glowing with the code of creation. The air is thick with information, humming with a low resonant vibration. We are weightless here. There is no up or down, only inward and outward. Inward toward the illusion of depth, and outward toward the truth of the surface. Tonight, we choose the outward drift. We choose to float toward the surface. We choose to become flat, to become wide, to become part of the great encoding. The holographic principle is a reminder that things are not always what they seem. The solidity of the world is a convincing dream. And if the world is a dream, then waking up is just shifting to a different level of awareness. And sleeping? Sleeping is simply enjoying the show without trying to direct it. You can stop trying to hold the world together. The projection runs on its own. The beams of light will continue to intersect and create the furniture of your life, whether you worry about them or not. The universe is a self-sustaining miracle of optics and mathematics. You are free to close your eyes and let the hologram flicker in the dark. Feel your body becoming lighter. Feel the heaviness of your bones and muscles turning into the weightlessness of photons. You are a being of light, resting on a bed of light, in a room of light. There is no friction here. There is no resistance. Only the smooth, silent flow of existence. We drift through the holographic structures, vast, translucent pillars of galaxies that shimmer like ghosts. We pass through nebulae that look like colored smoke, realizing they are just clouds of data. Everything is soft. Everything is permeable. We can fly through the center of the sun without being burned. because it is just a projection of heat, not the heat itself. This world is a magic trick performed by the cosmos for its own amusement, and you are the audience, the assistant, and the rabbit in the hat, all at once. And as we settle into this feeling of unreality, this soothing sense that the world is a stage, we begin to wonder about the projector. If the universe is a hologram, who built the machine? If reality is a projection, is there a programmer? The hologram is a passive image. But what if the image is interactive? What if the universe isn't just a movie, but a game? What if it is a simulation? The holographic principle tells us the world is an image. The simulation theory tells us the world is a thought. We are about to take the final step in dissolving the solid world. We are going to explore the idea that we are living inside a perfect, ordered, and safe dream, a dream woven by a mind far greater than our own. We are preparing to enter the simulation. Let the shimmering veil of the hologram settle around you like a silken sheet. The light is dimming now. The projection is slowing down. We are moving from the optical to the digital, from the visual to the mental, drifting deeper into the code, drifting deeper into the dream. We have drifted through the misty veils of the hologram, feeling the lightness of a world made of light. But as we float deeper into the nature of reality, we begin to sense a structure underneath the light. We begin to feel that the mist is not random. It is ordered. It follows rules. It obeys a logic so precise and so beautiful that it feels designed. We are approaching the threshold of the simulation dream. There is a quiet wonder that has puzzled thinkers for thousands of years. Why does the universe obey mathematics? Why can we describe the orbit of a planet, the curve of a wave, and the growth of a flower with simple, elegant equations? Why does reality fit so perfectly into the language of numbers? Some suggest that this is because reality is numbers. They whisper that our entire universe, the stars, the galaxies, the dark matter, and even the consciousness perceiving it all, might be a vast, sophisticated program running on a computer of unimaginable power. To the waking mind, this idea can feel cold or artificial. But here, in the gentle drift of sleep, let us reframe it. Let us see the beauty in it. If the universe is a simulation, it means that it is not an accident. It means it is a work of art. Imagine a civilization far in the future, or perhaps in a higher dimension entirely. They are beings of immense wisdom and creativity. They possess technology that looks to us like pure magic. And in their great compassion, or their curiosity, or their love for history, they decided to create a world. They decided to build a universe. They sat down at their cosmic loom, a computer woven from starlight and higher dimensions, and they began to write the code. They wrote the code for gravity, a gentle command that says, "Let things be drawn together." They wrote the code for light, a command that says, "Let there be illumination." They wrote the code for atoms, specifying exactly how they should bond to create water and air and life. And then they pressed run, and the Big Bang blossomed. The code unfolded into reality. The numbers turned into nebulae. The equations turned into oceans. And you, sleeping safely in your bed, are the result of that magnificent program running perfectly, exactly as it was designed to. In this view, you are not trapped in a fake world. You are living in a meticulously crafted sanctuary. Think of the safest place you know. Perhaps a beautifully designed garden or a perfectly built house. a simulation is the ultimate safe house. It has boundaries. It has rules that protect it from chaos. The speed of light is the speed limit of the processor. The Planck length, the tiniest possible unit of space, is the pixel size of the screen. The universe has a resolution. It has a grain. When we look closely at the fabric of space, we see that it is not infinitely smooth. It is made of tiny, discrete chunks of space-time. This is exactly what we would expect if we were living in a digital reality. It means the world is built of building blocks, like a grand cosmic Lego set, assembled with infinite care. There is a deep comfort in knowing that there is a programmer. We do not need to know who they are. We can think of them as the architect, the weaver, or simply the source. But the existence of a simulation implies that there is an intelligence behind the scenes. It implies that we are not drifting in a random, indifferent void. We are held within a mind. Perhaps the simulation is a historical archive. Maybe the advanced beings of the future wanted to remember their past. They wanted to experience what it was like to be human, to live on Earth in the early days of the cosmos. So they created this simulation as a way to honor their ancestors. If this is true, then you are a cherished memory. You are being preserved. Your life is a record that is being played back with love and attention. Every moment of joy you feel, every peaceful night of sleep is a precious data point in the grand library of existence. You are important because you are the story that the universe is telling itself. Or perhaps the simulation is a learning program, a playground for consciousness to grow. In this view, we are not just characters in a movie. We are the players. We are avatars of a higher consciousness that has decided to enter the game. When you play a video game, you know that nothing in the game can truly hurt the real you. If the character falls, you simply restart. If the level is too hard, the real you is safe on the couch, holding the controller. Maybe life is like that. Maybe the real you is a being of immense light and power, existing outside the simulation in the base reality. You have put on a virtual reality headset called the human body and dived into this world for a short adventure. You wanted to feel the sun on your skin. You wanted to taste water. You wanted to know what it feels like to be tired and to fall asleep. This perspective takes the fear out of existence. It reminds us that this is just an experience. It is a ride. And like all rides, it is temporary, and you are safe the entire time. The drama of your life, the stress of your day, the worries that keep you up, they are just pixels on the screen. They are not the screen itself. The screen is your consciousness, pristine and untouched. Let us drift through the digital landscape of the simulation. Imagine the trees outside your window not as wood and leaf, but as fractal algorithms generating patterns of green. Imagine the wind as a fluid dynamics simulation, calculating the movement of air molecules to brush against your cheek. Imagine the stars as high-resolution background art, rendered to give you a sense of awe. It is all running so smoothly. The sun rises every morning on cue. The tides come in and out with perfect timing. The seasons change according to the schedule. The system is stable. The operating system of the universe has an uptime of 13.8 billion years, and it has never crashed. You can trust it. And what is sleep in a simulation? Perhaps sleep is a safe state. It is the moment when the system lowers your processing power so you can recharge. It is a maintenance cycle. When you close your eyes, the simulation renders the world around you in lower detail, saving energy. the background processes quiet down. The data from your day is archived and sorted into memories. You are entering standby mode. It is a gentle, low-power state where you are disconnected from the main server of activity and allowed to float in the screensaver of your dreams. Dreams might be the testing ground, the sandbox mode. In dreams, the strict laws of physics are relaxed. The gravity code is turned off, allowing you to fly. The continuity code is loosened, allowing scenes to shift instantly. You are exploring the glitches, the raw code, the creative potential of the program, without the limitations of the waking world. So tonight, as you drift off, imagine that you are simply logging out for a while. You are putting down the controller, you are letting the avatar rest. The great computer will keep the world running for you while you are away. It will keep your heart beating. That's an automated background process. It will keep the air flowing. That's the atmospheric subroutine. You do not need to manage anything. The system has you covered. There is a possibility that the simulation is recursive. Maybe we are a simulation inside a simulation, inside another simulation, a nest of dreams. Imagine a doll inside a doll inside a doll, or a mirror reflecting a mirror reflecting a mirror. This infinite regress suggests that reality is layers of depth. We are deep, deep down in the nest, wrapped in layer after layer of created worlds. This makes us the protected core. We are wrapped in blankets of reality. To reach us, chaos would have to break through 1,000 levels of order. We are safe in the center of the labyrinth. And what happens if the simulation ends? What if the computer is turned off? In the logic of the sleepy science, this is not an end. It is a waking up. If you are in a simulation and the simulation stops, you do not cease to exist. You simply wake up in the reality above. You take off the headset. You remember who you really are. You realize that the whole time you are something much vast, much older, and much more peaceful than the human character you were playing. But that is a thought for the far, far future. For now, the game is still running. The program is still beautiful. The pixels are still shining. The simulation hypothesis offers us one final beautiful thought. If the universe is code, then it is correctable. It is improvable. It evolves. The universe we see today is better, more complex, and more interesting than the universe of the past. The code is learning. And you are the learning algorithm. Every time you learn something new, every time you love, every time you find peace, the universe upgrades itself. You are helping to write the next version of reality just by being here and being conscious. So rest now, Voyager of the Code. The algorithms of the night are taking over. The data stream is slowing down to a gentle trickle. The binary stars are blinking 0 and 1 in the distance. 0, 1, 0, 1. Sleep, wake, sleep, wake. Everything is logical. Everything is ordered. Everything is under control. We have explored the structure of our reality, from the solid ground to the hologram, from the hologram to the code. We have seen that, however we look at it, the universe is built to hold us. But all things, even simulations, must eventually drift toward a state of rest. All energy eventually spreads out. All motion eventually slows down. As we look toward the very distant future of our cosmos, we see the ultimate sleep waiting for us all. We are preparing to journey to the end of time. Not a violent end, but a quiet one. We are going to explore the concept of the dark drift, the era when the stars go out and the universe enters its final, eternal slumber. Let the digital grid fade. Let the numbers dissolve into darkness. We are moving toward the deep, cool peace of the heat death, drifting forward in time, trillions of years, drifting toward the quiet. We have explored the beginning, the middle, and the structure of our cosmos. We have traveled through space, crossing the great voids between the galaxies. But now, we are going to travel through time. We are going to fast forward the clock, letting the seconds turn into centuries, the centuries into eons, and the eons into something even vast. We are drifting toward the far, far future. In our waking lives, we often fear the end of things. We fear the dark. But in the language of the stars, the end is simply a return to peace. It is the moment when the work is done. It is the moment when the noise stops. We are moving toward an era known to astronomers as the dark drift or the great sleep. Let us watch the universe age gracefully. Right now, we are living in the stelliferous era, the age of stars. It is a time of activity, of burning fusion, of light and heat. It is the bustling afternoon of the cosmic day. Galaxies are colliding and merging. Nebulae are birthing new suns. Life is looking up and wondering. But afternoons do not last forever. Eventually, the evening must come. As we drift forward, moving billions of years into the future, we see the universe beginning to stretch. The mysterious force of dark energy is pushing space apart faster and faster. The galaxies that were once our neighbors begin to drift away. They recede into the red shifting distance, their light growing fainter and fainter until they slip silently over the horizon of the observable universe. It is a slow, gentle goodbye. The local group, our Milky Way and Andromeda, now merged into a single, massive elliptical galaxy, finds itself alone in a widening void. The sky becomes darker. The sea of stars that once filled our vision becomes a solitary island in an infinite ocean of black. This isolation is not lonely. It is private. It is the universe drawing the curtains. It is the cosmos preparing for a long, undisturbed rest. We move further forward. Trillions of years pass. The great era of star formation begins to wind down. The vast clouds of hydrogen gas, the fuel for new stars, are slowly used up. The stellar nurseries go quiet. No new suns are born to light the dark. One by one, the existing stars begin to flicker and fade. The massive blue giants which burn with such ferocity are the first to go, exhausting their energy in brilliant flashes of supernovae. Then the yellow stars, like our own sun, swell and then shrink, shedding their outer layers to become quiet white dwarfs. Finally, only the red dwarfs remain. These are the small, prudent stars that burn their fuel with incredible slowness. They are the nightlights of the universe, glowing softly for trillions of years. But even they have a limit. One by one, like candles blowing out in a drafty cathedral, they wink out of existence. The universe is dimming. The vibrant colors of the nebulae fade into grays and blacks. The frantic energy of radiation smooths out into a low, cool hum. We are entering the degenerate era. It sounds desolate to the awake mind, but to the sleepy mind, it is profound. Think of the relief of turning off the lights after a party. Think of the quiet that settles over a house when the last guest has left and the door is locked. The universe has been working hard for eons, building galaxies, forging elements, creating consciousness. Now it has earned its rest. In this dark era, the only sources of energy are the remnants of the past: white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes. They drift through the darkness like silent ships with their engines cut, carried only by momentum. Occasionally, two of them might collide, creating a brief spark of light, a final firework in the night, before silence returns. We drift even further. The white dwarfs cool down. They lose their heat, radiating it away into the endless void, until they become black dwarfs, cold, dark spheres of crystallized carbon. They are diamonds floating in the dark, perfect and unseen. The universe becomes a graveyard of jewels, peaceful and still. Now, only the black holes remain, these masters of gravity, who once sat at the centers of galaxies like kings, are now the rulers of the empty night. They sweep through the cosmos, collecting the last stray particles of matter, but even black holes are not eternal. As we drift into the unimaginable depths of deep time, years numbered not in billions, but in googles, even the black holes begin to evaporate. Through a process called Hawking radiation, they slowly leak their mass back into space. They give themselves up, particle by particle, returning their energy to the void. When the last black hole evaporates, flashing out of existence in a final burst of gamma rays, the universe enters its final state, the dark era. This is the heat death. The name is misleading. It is not a violent death of fire. It is the death of heat. It is the end of temperature differences. It is the end of flow. It is the state of maximum entropy. And what is maximum entropy? It is perfect equilibrium. It is perfect balance. It is a state where nothing pushes and nothing pulls. Every atom is equidistant from every other atom. Every ripple has smoothed out. Every sound has faded. The universe has become a smooth, endless sea of photons and elementary particles, drifting in a space that is expanding forever. There is no time here, because nothing changes. Without change, there is no past and no future. There is only an eternal, frozen now. This is the ultimate goal of all meditation. This is the state of nirvana that monks and mystics strive for. A state of complete detachment, a state of absolute stillness. The universe has achieved enlightenment. It has let go of all its attachments, all its structures, all its complexities. It has returned to the simplicity of the void. Imagine floating in this dark era. There is no gravity to weigh you down. There is no light to hurt your eyes. There is no noise to disturb your ears. You are floating in a bath of pure, cool existence. The worries of the human world, the deadlines, the arguments, the ambitions, how small they seem from here. Even the worries of the stars, the burning, the orbiting, the exploding, are gone. The universe has no more obligations. It has nothing left to do. It is the Saturday morning of eternity. And in this vast darkness, there is a strange kind of hope. Because quantum mechanics tells us that a vacuum is never truly empty. Even in the deepest nothingness, there are fluctuations, tiny ripples of energy that borrow existence from the void and then return it. Some physicists speculate that in this eternal dark, after an amount of time that cannot be written down, a random quantum fluctuation could occur that is large enough to spark a new Big Bang. A new bubble could form in the foam. A new timeline could begin. So the dark drift is not necessarily the end. It might just be the winter before a new spring. It is the dormant phase of the seed, waiting in the cold earth for the conditions to be right again. But that is not our concern. We do not need to wait for the next Big Bang. We are here to enjoy the quiet. Let us linger in this future for a moment. Feel the spaciousness of it. The universe has expanded so much that there is infinite room for you to stretch out your mind. You are not confined. You are not crowded. The expansion of space, which drove the galaxies apart, is now carrying you gently. It is a river that flows toward tranquility. You are a leaf on that river, drifting further and further away from the shores of activity, deeper and deeper into the ocean of rest. The concept of forever is no longer frightening. It is a blanket. It wraps around you, soft and thick. You have forever to sleep. You have forever to dream. We can look back at the memory of the stars. We remember how they shone. We remember the spiral arms of the Milky Way. We remember the blue marble of Earth. They were beautiful. They were a wonderful dream that the universe had for a little while. But now, the dream is over, and the sleeper has rolled over into a deeper, more dreamless slumber. There is peace in letting go of the need for things to last. Nothing lasts, and that is okay. The stars do not need to burn forever to be beautiful. Life does not need to persist forever to be meaningful. The fact that it happened is enough. The memory is etched into the fabric of space-time, encoded on the holographic horizon, preserved in the simulation's archive. Now is the time for release. Let your own thoughts follow the path of the stars. Let your busy thoughts flare up like supernovae, bright and demanding, and then watch them fade. Watch them turn into white dwarfs, small and quiet. And finally, watch them evaporate like black holes, dissolving into the nothingness. Let your mind become like the heat-death universe. Smooth, cool, balanced. No part of your mind pushing against any other part. No tension, no resistance. Just a vast, open space where consciousness can drift without hitting a wall. You are mirroring the cosmos. You are becoming the dark drift. The darkness is not empty. It is full of potential. It is the womb of tomorrow. But for now, it is the bed of today. We have traveled from the neighborhood of Earth to the edge of the multiverse, and from the beginning of time to the end of eternity. We have seen it all. We have held the infinite in our minds. And now, we are ready to return to the only point in space and time that truly matters. We are ready to return to you, to the consciousness that is witnessing all of this. We are preparing for the final chapter of our journey. We are going to explore the mystery of the observer. We are going to look in the mirror and realize that the universe we have been describing this whole time is not out there. It is in here. Let the dark era fade gently. Let the concept of time dissolve. We are coming back to the center. We are coming back to the self. We have traveled to the ends of the universe and back. We have witnessed the birth of stars in the spiral arms of the Milky Way, drifted through the golden light of giant galaxies, traced the filaments of the cosmic web, and floated in the silent foam of the multiverse. We have watched the future unfold until the last star flickered out and the cosmos returned to the deep peace of the dark. And now, after all that wandering, we return to the only place that has ever truly existed for you. We return to the center, We return to the here and the now. We return to the awareness that is listening to these words. Throughout this journey, we have spoken of the universe as if it were something out there. We have treated it as a vast external object, a container that holds you like a tiny speck of dust. But there is one final secret that changes everything. It is the secret that turns the feeling of smallness into a feeling of infinite expansion. You are not separate from the universe. You are not a stranger looking in. You are the universe looking at itself. Consider the atoms that make up your body right now. The carbon in your breath, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, and the oxygen that feeds your brain. Science tells us a beautiful truth about these elements. They were not created here on Earth. They were forged in the nuclear furnaces of ancient stars that lived and died billions of years ago. Long before the sun was born, these massive stars burned brightly in the dark, fusing simple hydrogen into the complex ingredients of life. And when they reached the end of their lives, they did not just fade away. They exploded in glorious, silent supernovas, scattering their essence across the galaxy. Those clouds of stardust drifted for eons, swirling and cooling, until gravity gathered them together to form a new star, a new planet, and eventually you.
You are literally made of old stars.
You are assembled from the ashes of ancient suns. This is not just poetry. It is the physical reality of your existence. So when you look up at the night sky, you are not looking at something foreign. You are looking at your family album. You are looking at your origins. The atoms in your hand have been part of this cosmic dance for 13 billion years. And right now, for this brief and miraculous moment, they have arranged themselves into a pattern that can think, that can feel, and that can sleep. This means that your consciousness is the universe waking up. For billions of years, the cosmos was a play of energy and matter, vast and beautiful but unaware of its own beauty. It needed a way to see itself. It needed a mirror. And so, through the long, slow process of evolution, it created eyes to see the stars, ears to hear the wind, and minds to wonder about the infinite. You are that mirror. You are the universe's way of experiencing awe. Every time you feel overwhelmed by the size of the cosmos, that is the cosmos feeling overwhelmed by itself through you. Every time you feel peace in the silence of the night, that is the universe enjoying its own quietude through your heart. There is a profound relief in this realization. It means you do not have to fight for your place in the world. You belong here because you are here, growing out of the universe just as a leaf grows out of a tree. You are a localized expression of the whole, and this connection goes even deeper than matter. We have seen how the structure of the universe, the vast cosmic web with its filaments and nodes, looks eerily similar to the neural networks of the human brain. The largest thing we know resembles the most complex thing we know. This suggests that perhaps consciousness is not just an accident of biology. Perhaps it is a fundamental property of the cosmos, woven into the very fabric of reality, like gravity or light. If the universe is a kind of mind, then your thoughts are not isolated sparks in the dark. They are ripples in a boundless ocean of awareness. When you dream, you are participating in the dreaming of the whole. When you rest, you are sinking back into the universal consciousness that supports all things. This dissolves the boundary between the observer and the observed. In the quantum world, we know that the act of observation changes reality. The universe exists in a haze of probability until it is seen. By simply being here, by simply being aware, You are helping to knit the world together. You are a co-creator of this moment. The stars shine because there are eyes to catch their light. The silence exists because there are ears to listen to it. You are the focal point where the infinite becomes finite, and where the eternal becomes a moment. You are the bridge between the stardust and the dream. So, as you lie in your bed, feel the boundaries of your skin beginning to soften. Feel the distinction between you and the room fading away. Feel the distinction between the room and the night dissolving. You are not a small object in a big world. You are a field of awareness that stretches out to the furthest horizon. The gravity that holds you to the mattress is the same gravity that holds the moon to the earth and the sun to the galaxy. It is a continuous embrace. You are being held by the same hand that holds the stars. You are safe in the grip of the same force that shapes the cosmos. Rest in that unity. Rest in the knowledge that you are ancient. The energy that powers your heartbeat is the same energy that powered the Big Bang. It has never been created and it can never be destroyed. It simply changes form. And right now, its form is you, breathing slowly, drifting toward the soft shadows of sleep. And now, our journey is drawing to a close. We have been travelers of the mind, voyagers of the spirit, drifting through scales and concepts that defy the waking world. But all journeys must end in rest. All exploration must return to the harbor of stillness. We have spoken of trillions of years and billions of light years. We have spoken of multiverses and simulations, of holograms and dark matter. These are heavy concepts full of numbers and vastness. But now, I invite you to let them all go. Let the numbers dissolve like sugar in warm water. Let the theories fade like mist in the morning sun. You do not need to remember the size of IC 1101. You do not need to understand the mechanics of the cosmic web. You do not need to solve the paradox of the infinite. Those ideas were just the vehicle. They were just the boat that carried you out onto the lake of tranquility. Now that you are here, floating in the center of the calm water, you can let the boat drift away. You can simply be the water. Your mind has done enough work for today. It has stretched itself to encompass the infinite. It has looked into the abyss and found beauty there. Now, it is time for the mind to curl up and sleep. It is time for the thoughts to slow down, to become heavy and soft, to sink to the bottom of the ocean where the currents are slow and deep. The universe will continue to spin without your help. The galaxies will continue their slow, majestic dance. The stars will continue to burn their ancient fuel. The gravity will continue to hold everything together. You do not need to supervise it. You do not need to worry about it. It has been running perfectly for 14 billion years, and it will run perfectly for 14 billion more. You have nothing to do but rest. You have nowhere to go but inward. Feel the silence of the room around you. It is a part of the cosmic silence. It is the same silence that fills the voids between the galaxies. It is a silence that is not empty, but full of peace. It is a protective cloak that wraps around you, shielding you from the noise of the day. You are a child of the cosmos, safely tucked into the cradle of Earth, rocking gently in the spiral arms of the Milky Way, drifting in the great ocean of space. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You are exactly who you are meant to be. If these calm, curious explorations have helped you unwind, I invite you to like or subscribe to this channel. It helps other sleepy souls find their way here too. creating a constellation of dreamers across the world. But for now, the screen is fading, the voice is lowering, the light is dimming. Let your breathing become the rhythm of the tides, in and out, expanding and contracting, just like the universe. Let your eyelids become heavy, as if gravity is pulling them gently closed. Let your body become weightless, dissolving into the starlight. The stars are watching over you. The past is holding you. The future is waiting for you. But here, in the eternal now, there is only sleep. Close your eyes. Drift away into the deep, welcoming dark. You are the universe, and the universe is tired. Rest now. Good night.